Welcome to Confluence Essentials, a beginner's introduction to Atlassian Confluence by Avant Systems Group. This is the first in a series of videos highlighting Confluence's capabilities as a document handling and collaboration tool for teams, and how it helps people and organizations to deliver work. This video is the first of 3 that make up the course. In this video, we'll cover the basics of what Confluence is and does, and start to dive into what Confluence users will need to know to use the product effectively. In a nutshell, Confluence is a tool that organizations can use to create, store, and share information. You can create documents that entire teams of people can view and work on together from anywhere. Those documents get stored in an accessible, secure place, and that information can be shared to any or all members of the organization. Confluence can be used by all kinds of teams, from accounting departments to IT to sales and anywhere else. Confluence is a flexible tool that can be used to solve many different types of problems. It helps in breaking down team silos, it turns conversation into action, it organizes everything in one place, and it helps to build a culture of open teamwork. The important takeaway here is that all types of teams in an organization can use Confluence to work together. Take a moment and think about how your team is using Confluence right now, and keep that in mind as you proceed through this course so you can focus on the use cases and information that are relevant to you. Recognizing how your team uses Confluence will help you master it to work best with your team. For example, if your team uses Confluence to collaborate on projects, you'll know to focus on sharing files and commenting on content. If your team uses Confluence to manage knowledge, you'll know to focus on finding and organizing content. If you're on a team responsible for employee engagement, pay special attention to the communication features available with the product. Using Confluence can help you be a better leader and a better employee. But how? As you start using Confluence, you'll see that it helps you communicate and share your ideas with well-structured content, document and brainstorm new ideas, find essential resources you need to do your job, give and receive feedback with teammates in real time, and stay in the loop on the projects your team is working on. If Confluence is a collaboration tool your team has chosen, it's there to help your entire team be better at what they do. Like any tool, you can learn Confluence and use it to your advantage to improve performance and ultimately boost your career. As a Confluence user, your role will be to view, edit, and create pages. A page is simply Confluence's term for a document. Pages can be created in Confluence with text, tables, and multimedia, similar to other digital documents you may have used. The big difference between Confluence and other document applications is that every Confluence page lives online and can be edited in real time with your teammates. You can create pages for nearly any purpose: marketing campaigns, HR policies, product requirements, how-to support materials, and even personal brainstorming notes. At Avant Systems Group, our teams use Confluence for just about everything across the organization. Pages are referenced often throughout this course. Soon, you'll learn how to create, edit, and organize them. For now, let's look at the basics of how you'll use pages within Confluence. You'll probably spend a lot of your time reading pages that others have created. Confluence holds a great deal of knowledge about your organization and is a quick way to get up to speed on what your team is working on. If you're working with many people, you may have to make edits to existing pages. Confluence pages are living documents that can continually be refreshed with new content. Share your perspective and provide feedback using the comment feature. We'll learn more about page comments later on. You can create new pages for any need: meeting notes, project plans, random ideas, training guides, whatever you like. Finally, it's simple to organize pages so they're easy to find. A space is a collection of related pages. Your team may have hundreds of pages, all contained within a single space. Spaces help organize pages into meaningful categories, while pages contain the information. Related pages within a space can be arranged in a hierarchy of child pages to keep related pages together. As a user, you probably won't need to create spaces. Your Confluence administrator or team leader may have one or more spaces set up for you. You'll learn more about spaces shortly. This is the Confluence homepage, the first thing you'll see once you're signed into the product. Your layout may appear slightly different from what's here. This is the main navigation bar. It'll be present no matter which pages or spaces you navigate to in Confluence. Let's go through its items and see what they do. This is the product switcher. it lets you jump out of Confluence into another Atlassian product your organization might be using, like Jira. This is the Home button. No matter where you are in the product, you can always select this to get back to the Confluence homepage. The Recent button shows pages you've recently visited or worked on. The Spaces button lets you switch to a different space easily. The People button shows a list of the people and teams you interact with the most. The Apps button lets you access Atlassian Marketplace apps like calendars and analytics. The Templates button lets you see and use the full library of Confluence templates available. The Create button lets you create pages within a space. To make a page within a certain space, first navigate to it using the Spaces button here. The text-based search field lets you type to find pages, spaces, and people. The bell icon is the Confluence Notification Center. All Confluence notifications can be shown by clicking this button. The Profile and Settings button lets you customize your personal settings, set up your profile, and control email notifications. Over here, you can see spaces you've recently interacted with for easy access. You can also create a new space from here if you have the correct permissions. And here, you can see what pages you last viewed or edited. You may have access to more than one space, depending on your permissions. To switch to a different space from the one you're in, select the Spaces drop-down in the main navigation bar and select a space from the list. You also have the option to click View All Spaces to see all the spaces available to you. When you first enter a space, you're presented with a space title page. In it, you'll find two things. First, a space overview. This section is fully customizable, so it might look different to suit the needs of your team by offering important information that's related to it. On the left of your screen, you'll find the space sidebar. In here you can navigate between pages in a space, as well as a blog, analytics, and calendar if your team has these set up. Pretty simple, right? Let's recap what we've learned so far. Confluence is a tool that organizations can use to create, store, and share information. It's a visual workspace that can be used by people and teams to manage many different kinds of work together in a central location. Confluence consists of pages, which hold different kinds of information like meeting notes, project outlines, or other information, and spaces, which keep related pages together so they stay well organized and easy to find by everyone. Thanks for watching. Avant Systems Group is a dedicated Atlassian solution partner. We sell, support, and configure Atlassian products for companies of all sizes and provide agile team training. This concludes our first video in this series. Check out our next Confluence Essentials video titled Working with Pages. Reach out to us to find out how we can help your organization get organized.